Very good morning, children. Now, in today's class, we are going to learn how to solve a simple equation. This is something that we tried to discuss in our live class, but unfortunately, due to very poor network connectivity, we were not able to learn it the best way we could have. So, here I am with the video of how to solve a simple equation. So without further delay, let's get started. Now, like we have discussed earlier, before we directly go into solving a simple equation, we have to go through a method called hit and trial method or trial and error method. The reason being, this method will tell us why is it important to know how to solve a simple equation. Okay, so for this I have taken an example here. As you can see, twice s plus 4 equal 10. So I know many of you know how to do hit and trial method, you have learned that, but still there is a particular way of presenting the hit and trial method. So how we are going to begin with it? First of all, we have to assume the value of s to be any integer, let's say. Now integers are many in number, right? They are countless. So which integer do we need to take in order to get the answer to the nearest of the accurate answer? That we can decide by looking at the equation itself. So it is given twice s plus 4 equals 10. Now whatever constant number you can see here, 4, 10, even the coefficient of s, they are all positive integers, right? So I decided to try with the positive integers. So here I am with the number 1. Even you can do it in a similar manner. If you find that the whole equation has only positive constant as well as coefficient numbers, then you can try the value of s with a positive integer while doing hit and trial method. Okay, just a trick. You can apply any other trick if you want, or the best way is to get the answer directly. Anyway, so yes, so you see how am I processing with the method. First of all, let s be 1. So I have taken the left hand side. Now it is not as proper as it could have been in the blackboard, but anyway, left hand side I am replacing our s. This is our left hand side, so I am replacing the s with 1. 2 into 1 plus 4 gives us 6, while our right hand side contains 10. Therefore, left hand side is not equal to the right hand side, thus s is not equal to 1. Similarly, we have tried with 2, and what did we found? We found that left hand side has got 8 while right hand side is still 10. Therefore, left hand side not equal to right hand side, and hence s is not equal to 2. Now, similarly, we have proceed with 3. So let s be 3. Left hand side is giving us 10. Great. While right hand side is also 10. Therefore, left hand side equal to right hand side, and thus s equal 3. Now this is what we call as the hit and trial method. We keep on trying unless and until we hit the value of the given variable. Okay, and many of you might have questions. What if we assume or we guess the correct value at the first place? So it's fine, it's totally fine. Or the best way you can do is, even if you have got the value of accurate value of the variable, you can try with one number, just one number. It can be 0 as well. Just try it out. If you anyway, you will not be getting anything. Left hand side will not be equal to right hand side. Yes, so you can stop it there. Or if you have got the answer at the first place, just keep your sum up till there. You can stop it and then just complete it by writing a concluding statement, which is thus the variable, any variable, it can be s, x, y, anything, equal to whatever value you will be getting. So this is hit and trial method. Now as you can see, hit and trial method is consuming a lot of time, and if we go back, then the equation that we have here was not that hard, right? It was quite an easy equation to be solved. But there can be many equations which you may find difficult to perform hit and trial method. So in that case, how are we supposed to get the value of our variable? So for that matter, we have an alternative method as well as the most accurate one, which is nothing else but your direct method, or say direct method. So again I am taking the same equation as you can see. Now since I have already explained this in my live class, and those who were able to listen, I am sure you will be able to recall it. What did I say? If we want to find the variable of the given equation, say s here, s here, then we first need to make the term containing our variable alone. So as you can see here, twice s plus 4 is the left hand side, equal 10, right? So what am I supposed to do here? S is along with 2, thereby twice s is the term of this particular equation, and I have to make this alone. I have to remove whatever else is there, the sign, the any number. I have to remove everything. But is it possible to just remove it just by vanishing it off? No, it's not possible. So what is the rule? The rule says if you want to remove any number from these particular values, you can do it, but the condition is you can take it only towards the opposite side of the equal sign. So if it is in the left hand side, the opposite side is right hand side. So thus I have taken it to the opposite side. Now as I have mentioned in my live class, you cannot simply take 4, which is a positive integer, because a plus is there, just like that towards the right hand side. There is a condition prevailing, and the condition is you have to, let me clear it off, it's becoming little messy. You have to change the sign. As you can see, we have got -4. So if you are taking any number to its opposite side, its sign will get changed into its opposite sign. So if it was plus originally, it will become minus, minus will become plus, multiplication will become divide, while divide will become multiplication. So that's what we have to follow. So there are two conditions. First of all, make the variable or the term containing the variable isolated, alone, single, solo, whatever you want to say. And then whenever you will be shifting the numbers or any other terms, change their signs. Alright. So what we have got here? Twice is equal 10 minus 4, which gives you 6. So twice is equal 6. Now we need to find out the value of s, but not twice s. So what we are going to do? We have to remove this 2 as well from the s. Let me expand this particular slide. Okay. So twice is equal 6. Now as I have said, you have to remove this 2, and you can see 2 has got multiplied to s. So when you will be transferring it to its opposite side, that is the right hand side, it won't go like multiplication. It has to go in the division form. So 2 into s will become s equal 6 divided by 2. Alright. And you cannot write 6 as the denominator and 2 here. No, that will be wrong. It will simply take the position of the denominator. That means it is dividing 6 by, yes. So therefore, after dividing 6 by 2, we got s equal 3. Thus our value is s equal 3. I hope you have understood this direct method. Now, there is another way of solving this simple equation directly, or say to find the value of the variables directly. Let me show you that as well. So I'm going to show it here. So I'm using the same equation again. Twice s plus 4 equals 10. First of all, since I have told you I have to make this alone, therefore I need to remove these 4. Yes, so what I can do, twice s plus 4. Now we have already learned integers very well, and we know that 4 can get removed if I subtract 4 with 4 itself. Yes, then it will become 0. So we have plus 4, and to subtract it we need minus 4. Yes, now the condition is, if you have placed an extra minus 4 in the left hand side, then you need to put the minus 4 in the right hand side as well. Therefore it will be 10 minus 4. Yes, so please note it down, children, because I have to remove this. I have to rub it off. So yeah, I hope you have noted down in your copy or anything, or you may pause the video for a while, note down in your copy, and then play it back. Alright, because I am going to rub it off now. So after this, what you are going to get? We are going to get twice s. So plus 4 minus 4, it will turn to be 0. You no need to write it down, or if you want you can write it here as well. It's the same thing. Equal to, remember, if we are adding something on the left hand side, we need to add it on the right hand side. So minus 4 was there, therefore minus 4 was on the left hand side, therefore minus 4 need to be there on the right hand side as well. And we already have a 10 on the right hand side, right? So 10 minus 4 has given us 6. Now next thing, so this has become twice as equals 6. So next what we have to do, we need to remove this 2. Yes, so if I want to remove this 2, since it has got multiplied, I need to divide it with what? With 2 itself. Okay, if I divide it with 2 itself, then the ultimate answer will be 2 divided by 2 equal 1. So s will still be there. Now if some of you might be thinking that why ma'am is dividing by 2, the reason being 2 when divides 2 will give us 1. Okay, you cannot make everything to be 0 out here. Okay, if everything turns out to be 0, suppose you divide 2 by 0, then everything will become 0. So your variable also will get vanish along with it. So you cannot do that. So whichever term or coefficient you want to remove, simply remove it by using its opposite sign. So if it is multiplication here, 2 has got multiplied, then you need to remove that same 2. Let me use another ink here. You need to remove that same 2 with a 2, but by division. Okay, just the opposite of what it is already there. So if you are dividing this twice as, or say 2 by 2, then even in the right hand side you have to divide the 6 by 2 itself. So again, pause the video for a while and note down whatever it is written here. Okay, alright, so I hope all of you have written, noted down. I'm going to rub it off again. After this, what are we going to get? We are going to get 1 as you can write, or as anything equal to, if 6 is getting divided by 2, then we are going to get 3. So our s will be equal to 3. Alright, so I hope you have understood the alternative method of solving a simple equation or getting the value of a variable as well. Now you have two methods. One is here, where you have to simply change the sides, and along with that you have to change the sign. Very simple. Another one is here, where you have to remove whichever number you want to remove. You can remove it, but the same thing have to be done on the opposite side. So I hope things are clear to you. In case you have doubt, you can always have, it's okay, you are still in the learning process. So in case you have doubt, feel free to ask. Clear all your doubts, so that whenever you will be solving simple equations, just not in class 7 but even in your higher classes, your concepts become as crystal clear as it can be. Okay, that's the whole aim of mine. So that's all for today's class, children. Thank you.